Well, hey everybody, welcome back to DentonRadio.com. We have got a very special treat today. In studio, we are sitting down with the one and only Verb. Well, I guess we're standing today.
Right,
we were just doing some poetry and some spoken word. So we're a little different setup today. But Verb is the host of the Poetry Get Down and Slam at the Denton Black Film Festival. Always really cool aspect of this awesome local festival. Still going to be available this year, just digital and online, so you guys are not going to miss it. We've gotten to see a little sneak peek of a few things thus far, and it is knocking our socks off. So, Verb, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you all so much for having me. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be a part of the festival again this year, even though we're doing things a little differently. So I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Well, thank you very much, because like I said, it has been knocking our socks off to see these performers. Really incredible. You yourself are one of them.
Thank you.
And I think people are really going to enjoy it. So give everybody a rundown if they're not familiar with the concept of spoken word and a slam and what the Poetry Get Down is all about.
Well, what we've done in the past, we've had a slam. So we've invited poets from all over to be a part of the slam to win a prize, a cash prize. And this year, what we're doing is we are bringing back some of those artists that have participated in the slam in previous years, and also showcasing other poets from all over. So people have submitted videos where they're able to be a part of this slam, even though they are not, this isn't a slam, I'm sorry, a part of the event this year, even though they're not a part, even though they're not here in the Denton area.
Very cool. Well, these pieces, I mean, do we call them poems or are they spoken word pieces? I don't know the vernacular.
But for everybody, it's different. That's been a running question that we've been asking. What's the difference?
What's the difference between poetry and spoken word? Exactly. And there's going to be a lot of talk on that very subject in the festival, so make sure you check it all out. But these are there's some pieces that are fun and a little lighter. There's some that are heavy and that are powerful, and I mean it's the range is all over the place. And so give us a little bit of a rundown of some of the history on spoken word and some of the culture around spoken word, because the theme this year, telling our stories through the festival, this is a really unique way to get to hear those stories in a way that the film and the visual art pieces aren't necessarily going to be able to communicate. So give us the rundown on spoken word and how that powerful that medium can be.
My take on it is that spoken word has been around for years. If you really look at it, it's basically performance poetry, and we've been doing that for ages. What has happened is years later, you have people that started doing slam poetry, which is still the performance poetry, but it's more of a competition and you have judges. But the theme that they're using this year with Tell Our Stories, that's something that we've been doing. Me, myself, I've been performing since I was a child and performing poetry. So with my take on it being it's performance poetry, I think that it's something that's been around for ages. It's something that gives artists an opportunity to speak what they're feeling, and also just sometimes it's not even a matter of what they're feeling, because sometimes you may write from the perspective of someone else. So it's to be able to tell a story and captivate an audience and allow an opportunity for people to make their own decision on what's being said. So I think that that's the beauty of it. It's just like poetry in itself being written. When you read a book or you read a poetry piece that's in a book, you get your own interpretation of it. And that's what they're doing in English class. They're like, oh, what do you think of this poem? And what do you think the artist was trying to say when they wrote that? And the author was saying, So for me, I believe that this is an opportunity for us to bring life to written words and also shed light on what's going on in the world, how we're feeling as artists, our take on just any subject matter, and just being able to bring everybody together for this one cause.
Yeah. Well, it's very cool. Again, the theme this year of telling your stories has been very powerful through this whole spoken word series. And we, like I said, we've gotten the opportunity to get to see just a sneak peek of it, but the stories are really all over the place. I mean, it's every corner. It's really incredible. And so I think anybody that participates in this is going to be to see and hear something that they absolutely right. If somebody were to read these pieces, yeah, they're going to get us performances you guys have been bringing. Just take it to a whole nother level. If you can't tell, I'm super geeking out about these guys. They're really, really talented. It's really going to be an awesome. So any other details we want to share with anybody as far as how they can check it out and all that good stuff, and when it's going to be happening, so that they can make sure not to miss it?
Well, basically they go to the website and it basically has the list of all the different events. They're able to check in and get their tickets, their virtual tickets. The main thing that we want, if you've never experienced spoken word before, and it's always been in the back of your mind, like, oh yeah, poetry, give yourself an opportunity to experience it, because it's something that not only may, give you a different outlook on what poetry is, it's something that will also be able to trigger something in your mind to think. It's most of the things that people talk about with this spoken word event is thought-provoking. So most of the things are thought-provoking, and so that's what we want. We want people to experience this art form and also be able to have their own take on it afterwards and be able to receive it. So the biggest thing when you're performing, it's like, oh, how's the audience going to take this? But the other side of it is, it doesn't matter how they take it, it's how I feel. Yeah, and so then I was like, oh, that poem made me angry. And it's like, okay, but it also made me think maybe they have a point. So we're just hoping that we can get that reaction from people. And it's not about, the cool thing about this particular event this year is that there's no judgment. We don't have any judges. So people are able to just be free and not have to worry about, oh, am I going to win? I feel like we're all winning this year because we're able to tell our stories. And the Denton Black Film Festival has provided this platform for that. And so I'm excited to be a part of it.
I love that. Very, very, very cool. Well, guys, DentonBFF.com. You've got to go check it out. Don't miss the spoken word. It's coming up very, very, very soon. So don't miss your chance. You can watch it right from the comfort of your own home or wherever it is that you're watching this right now. Don't miss it. This is going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing component of this festival. Again, the Denton Black Film Festival, DentonBFF.com. It is coming up right around the corner. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. Don't miss the Denton Black Film Festival happening January 27th to February 1st.